Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we will go through Python dictionaries and we will look at how we can update values in it, remove values from it, how to create a dictionary, how to look through dictionaries. Alright, so let's get into it. Alright, so dictionaries are very important and extensively used data type in Python. Dictionaries are best defined by key value pairs separated by comma and enclosed with curly braces. Right, so let's go through 4 different methods of creating Python dictionary. So our first example, let me zoom up the screen a bit. Okay, a bit better. Right, so in first example, we will create a very simple dictionary by using curly braces separated by a comma. So elon in this case is the key separated by colon sign, and then 1 is the value for it. Then again, we put a comma here, and then the musk is the key, second key separated by a colon, and 0 is the value for it. So let's run it and we will see that it is enclosed in curly braces. It says elon 1 musk 0. So this is key 1 value 1, key 2 value 2. Alright, so let's look at the second example. So we can also create a dictionary using keyword arguments. So let's say sample dict2 equals, we're putting in the keyword dict. Keep in mind that this is turned green. It means that this is a reserved keyword from Python and we cannot really use it to create a variable name. Alright, so we are typing in the key as a keyword argument. So elon equals 1, 1 is the value, elon is the key. Then again musk is the key, 0 is the value. Let's press enter. We will see that it has created a dictionary. It says elon 1 musk 0. We can also create a dictionary using a zip method. So here we have two lists. Keep in mind that the lists have to be the same size. So the value, first value is Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bernard. Then we have list 2 with the net worth against it. Again, a comment. So this is the net worth. This is the names. Right. So what we will do is we will open up dict like we done above, but then we will use the zip method. So what zip method does is it will zip both of the lists. So it will take this key and it will zip it with a value. Then it will take this key, zip it with this value, so on and so forth. And the dictionary method will convert it into a dictionary. So let's do that and we will see that Elon Musk has 219 billion net worth, Jeff Bezos 171 billion. Alright, so one last way of creating a Python dictionary is using a pandas data frame. Alright, so let's load in a sample file. Okay, so we import pandas as pd and we are storing df_temp. We do pd.readxl. We type in the file name. Since this file is in the same directory as my code, I can just give it the file name. If it's not in the same directory, your file name will be something like c and then a new folder like this. Alright, keep in mind that this has to be enclosed in double quotes or single quotes and has to be preceded by r for raw. So Python knows that this / is not to be treated as a literal value. Okay, so let's load in here. Okay, we can see that it has loaded the data frame and it is reading the top 3 rows by using head function. So we have name, we have net worth, and it's similar to what we have done above. So let's say if we want to convert one of the column to list, we can just select it by using the data frame name and the column name. And this is basically returning as a series and it's similar to a list object. Okay, so we open up sample dict4. We declare a new variable. We say dict, and within the zip function, instead of giving it 2 different lists like we have done here, we give it the column name. So we do df_temp, the column name, which is the name here. Then we do a comma, df_temp, and then we give in the column name net worth. And it's doing the exact same thing it is done here. The benefit of using a data frame or an Excel file is that you can simply go to the Excel file and you can update the values in the Excel file and you can run this again and it will create or update the dictionary with the updated value. So let's run this and we can see here that it has created the dictionary. Alright, so we can also update or add, remove new values in a dictionary. keep in mind that this method will remove the key value pair if it already exists, or you can say it will override it. So for example, sample dict for already has Bernard in it. So if we try to reassign the value to it, it will change its value. So we know that the value for Bernard is 158 million, but if we try to update the value, we update the value by typing the dictionary name, then the key name, and then an equal sign, and we give it the new value. So as you can see here, now that the value for Bernard is 200 billion, which was 158 billion before. So it has overwritten the value for this, and it has not given us any warning or anything. So this is something you must keep in mind when updating values in a dictionary. You can update the value in a dictionary by simply writing the dictionary name, then the key, which is, let's say we want to add Bill Gates to this analysis. We say equal 129 billion, and we see here that Bill Gates has been added to this dictionary. Okay, we can also delete key values from a dictionary. Keep in mind that if you're coming from a Python pandas background, the behavior is a bit different, because in normally pandas it would ask you to either reassign the data frame or series, or it will ask you to change it in place. But this does not ask us anything, and it just goes on and removes those keys. So this is something to keep in mind. All right, so we do del. As you can see here, it's green again. So this is a Python reserved keyword. You cannot use it to name any of your variable. So we give it the dictionary name and then the key, and it will remove it. So we can see here that the sample dict4 does not have any Jeff Bezos in it. All right, we can also use pop method to remove a key from dictionary. So the pop method is useful because it gives us the option to add a default value if the key is not found, and it's also useful because we can return the removed value and store it in a separate variable. Let's do that. So we're trying to remove Jeff Bezos from this dictionary, but as you have seen, we have already removed Jeff Bezos from this dictionary in above steps. So what we are doing is we are saying sample dict4 the dictionary name dot pop, then we are telling it what key to remove. We're saying Jeff Bezos, we are giving a comma, and we are giving it a default value if this key is not found. So we will say key not found. So let's run this, and we can see that it says key not found. Saying this because we already removed Jeff Bezos from this dictionary, so it's trying to find it, but it's unable to find it, so it's returning this default value. So we can also save the popped value or removed value in a separate variable. So let's do that. We declare a new variable saying popped underscore key, then we say sample dict4 dot pop, we say Bernard, comma, and then we say key not found, just like we said above. If the key is not found, this default result will be returned. So let's run this. We can see here that the popped key variable has saved 200 billion in it. So it has removed this key and it has saved its value in the new variable as a popped key. We can use that wherever we want. So we can also loop through dictionaries. The easiest way is to do dot items. So we open up a for loop, we say for key value in sample underscore dict3 dot items, and then we put in a colon sign. So this opens a for loop, and it's going to loop through items of this dictionary and store key and value in these variables. So we say print key value, we run this, and we can see that it is going through each row and it's printing key, which is Elon Musk, and value, which is 219 billion. So last thing we can do is return the keys and values of a dictionary separately, returning them as a list. So for that, you can do is you type the dictionary name and then dot keys and empty parentheses. So it's returning all of the keys as a list. So it says dict underscore keys, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Bernard. Similar to this, we can do dot values as well. So we type in the dictionary name dot values, and it returns us a list of values. So that's it for this video. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you.